Cool. So let's start by saying C-Groove is extremely powerful. You two can just get set up over there, it's fine. I consider C-Groove to be top 3 easy, and it is good for almost the opposite reasons that K-Groove is good. So K-Groove has easy access to level 3s, a lot of good mobility options in Just Defend. C-Groove is a lot more focused and a lot slower, right? You don't have short hop, so you don't have like easy access to high lows that you can combo into stuff. You don't have run, instead you have dash, which is good for moving short distances, but not long ones. And perhaps most importantly, C-Groove has some of the most powerful meter in the game because it doesn't expire, right? So like K-Groove, we were used to like, oh, you get that buff, you're raged for like 15, 18 seconds, something like that, but then it goes, right? And so the nice thing about K-Groove is that you get lots of opportunities to just throw supers out there and be like, hey, that's, you know, maybe it worked, maybe it didn't. C-Groove is about hitting your fucking combos because you'll build meter up, and the level 2 super mechanic means that you can get a level 3's worth of damage for only 2 bars. But if you sit on it forever, then you're missing out on possible meter, right? So much like A-Groove, where you're encouraged to spend it, in C-Groove you also have to spend it, but you want to spend it by hitting your combos. And so like a good C-Groove player is getting really good damage really consistently, but is patient, right? They're not spending their shit immediately, and because they get to sit on that bar, once they have 2 bars, or in some cases 3 bars, that every single combo they do is damaging. It's scary, right? Whereas K-Groove can be like, oh, you don't have meter? I don't care what you're gonna do to me, right? So it ends up being a little bit slower, a little bit more measured. You can't run or short hop to try and skip past footsies, so you have to play footsies. However, roll is kind of a neutral skip. We'll talk more about that. So it's very strong. Pretty much any character can cook in C-Groove, but it does depend very much on your ability to do combos. So we're starting out with Ken because Ken is a really good, solid, easy C-Groove combo. It does depend on your ability to do short super, so if you can't do it, it's fine. Just give it a shot and practice it. But we'll start with the level 2 cancel because that's kind of where, that's where C-Groove gets a lot of its damage from. So the way it works is C-Groove is the only one, actually 2 things. C-Groove is the only groove where the strength of the button that you press for a super determines what strength of the super you get, right? Everyone else is just, it's what you got. So if you're in level 3 mode, then you get level 3, otherwise it's level 1. In C-Groove, you have level 1s with light punch, so it's core circle forward, light punch. Level 2s with medium punch and medium kick, same thing. And then level 3 with heavy. And only C-Groove has a level 2. This level 2 is obviously somewhere between 1 and 3 in terms of damage, but it's weird because it's cancelable. So I can do a level 2 and then cancel it into a special move or another super. So if I do here, I'm going to cancel that into Ken's command roll, and then I get a juggle so I can do a DP. There you go. So yeah, command roll is core circle back light punch. So if you want to try, you can do crouching light kick, double core circle forward, medium punch to get the Shorty Repa. There we go. And then before his feet leave the ground for that the second Shorty Repa, you do the command roll, core circle back, light punch. And then if we're in the corner, we can do a light punch DP. After a light punch DP, you can juggle with a level 1 Shinryuken. That's double core circle forward, light kick. It looks like that. This is like optimal, at least for the amount of work we're putting in. But that's almost 8K, right? If I compare that to what I get off level 3, that's less damage, right? And so if I want to spend it all because I got in the corner, I want to kill it with 8K, that's great. I can also choose to just do the super into a light DP, or ideally I think heavy probably does the most damage if I get all 3 hits, yeah. And that's like 6,000, right? So mess around with this for a little bit, give it a shot. It depends on how comfortable you are with this combo. But the nice thing about C-Groove is you can choose to either do that level 3 with a special or whatever, or level 2 and a level 1 to get more damage, or I get to just do this into the DP, save that other meter. That's basically a level 3's worth of damage, but since I have a level 1, I can get another level 2 ready in this round. So you'll see a lot, like especially for like C-Groove Sagat, Like, you'll see people just do the level 2 hot foot or the level 2 super into a dragon punch, and then you still have a credible threat of a level 2 later in the round if you did it pretty early, right? So if you play it right, C-Groove has extremely reliable access to damaging supers like basically all the time. Also, the meter carries over from character to character. So you can choose to play characters that are a little bit light on meter usage in order to make sure that your second or third character comes in super stock. So yeah, mess around with this and then we'll go over some of the other Ken tools. Also, y'all played Cami Blanca Sagat last time. They all work in C-Groove as well. You could just play Cami Blanca Sagat if you want to. They don't particularly, C Sagat's very good. C Blanca and Cami are fine, but they're good enough. Yeah, try that combo out. Yeah, there you go. Also, yeah, short super is hard. It takes a while to get used to it. And if you want to start this off a jumping medium kick, it's a very strong cross-up option. What? No, yeah. So every character in C-Groove is generally going to have, well, the best ones are going to have some kind of combo that lets them get a level 3's worth of damage off a level 2. And that's kind of where C-Groove is in the sweet spot for damage. Obviously, this means characters that excel because they have level 3 specific options. Ooh, that would have been, yeah. You can do a Shinryu, like, because it's set to meter refill, you could do a level 2 and do another level 2, but you're not going to get that meter yet. What's up? Hey, no problem. Thanks for coming through. J-Dot Sweep A. Yeah, you're going too fast. So when you're doing short super in this game, it's going to depend on your input device, but usually what I'll do is like crouching light kick into core circle forward, crouch, and then maybe another crouching light kick or just another core circle forward. Yeah, the funky kicks aren't half circles, so you can do the light kicks earlier, but you got to make sure that you're hitting that light punch, and you can hold the second light kick so you don't get a Shinryuken or something. Except, yeah, wrong one. Yeah, you're doing it way too fast, basically. That was getting there, though. Yeah, so you're going way too fast, basically. That was almost it. Yeah, I don't think you would have to hold it. You have enough time that you should be able to let go of that light kick and not get a Shinryuken. Actually, can I try? I haven't done this on pad in like a long time. Yeah, I think you're just doing it way too fast. How you doing with this one? Yeah. 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 You definitely can do that, and especially.
Like do the motion and then while I'm like negative edge.
Sure. You can also, like, at point blank, you can do 3 if you want additional time to hit confirm, and you still want like a nice slow super input. Sure. Also, if anyone in the chat has questions, feel free to ask them. There you go. Yeah. Ooh, almost. And yeah, as you can imagine, characters that have like a short or jab into a super that you can do reliably are pretty strong in Seegers because they'll have reliable access to super meter. So like the Shotos are good, Mai is good, but like if you play Sagat, you have to find other ways to land that super because you're either doing it off a jab into super, which you have to get really good at, or you're doing a single hit confirm or a single hit wish confirm. Are Iori and Hibiki good with C groove also? Iori, yes. Hibiki's okay. I would say Hibiki doesn't specifically benefit from most of the stuff that C groove has. She doesn't get like good C groove cancels. She doesn't super benefit from roll cancel. And she often benefits from having a groove that gives her kind of additional defensive tools. But she's not bad. It's just short hop is really good for Hibiki. She doesn't get it in here. But her basic buttons are kind of good no matter what. Iori, very good in C groove. It's kind of nice for Iori to have a run is the thing, which C groove doesn't have. But Iori being able to use roll cancel, combo into Rekkas reliably, combo into super with the short throw super, all that stuff, or jab super, that's all great for Iori. So I see plenty of good C Iori. Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't sure if she could, if like the level 2 like dash through super let her cancel out, but yeah. But like, yeah, even with that, it's like that's not even one of her best supers. Being able to sit on a level 3 for a while is nice. Like it means that counter is a real threat as soon as the bar is built. And, I don't know. Whenever I see people play Hibiki, they usually drop the combo into super, like, or they miss it the first couple times. So being able to sit on it's nice. But I usually see her do better in K or A. Actually, A Hibiki's good. Anyway. This is a good combo to practice with Ken. It also illustrates how Seeger's level 2 special or super cancels into specials and super works. If you do not have meter with Ken, his B&B is going to be crouching light kick, standing light kick into half circle forward light kick, like that, the funky kick. You can also just do crouching into standing into funky kick if you're a little further away. But yeah, it's funny because like, he's not really going to be comboing into DP a whole lot in this game. Like, yeah, it's like unless you're point blank, you know, something like that. If you're a little further away or you need to hit confirm, it's really going to be going in super or funky kick. Also, yeah, Ken doesn't have funky kick in most of the games, but he has in this one. He's got 3 different versions. Oop. There we go. This one is his old Street Fighter roundhouse, and it actually knocks down. Light kick or medium kick goes a little further, and light kick is the shortest range, but the fastest. You can also hold the kick button at the end to get an overhead. A little extra juice there. He also just has the overhead itself on forward medium kick. And he's got some good pokes with his standing roundhouse and forward roundhouse. So if you look at these two, they're both pretty fast. The forward roundhouse, he steps forward a little bit. So it's a nice whiff punish tool. And like the Shotos in this game actually have pretty stubby range. So this button is nice. Like if when I'm playing Ryu, the thing I miss most is stand heavy kick, because Ryu doesn't really have a good long range poke like that. Let's see what's notable for him. If you're jumping, it's probably going to be jump medium kick because it's a good cross up. His anti-airs, most of what you're going to be doing is anti-airing with DP or crouch heavy punch if you have to. That's kind of, I'd say, the basics of his tool set. If you want to take a minute to get familiar with it. And if you want, since we're playing C Groove, you can try doing roll canceling. So, for those of you who don't know, is a spin kick worth using as a combo ender? If you mean the Tatsu, it is very rarely useful. It's not very good in this game. You usually want, yeah, it's because it'll whiff on crouchers and it doesn't really do that much damage. It's usually you're not going to want it. I think most of the situations where you could combo into Tatsu, you'd be better served comboing into DP or Super. So roll canceling is kind of one of the notorious glitches of this game, which makes it actually pretty cool. All you're doing is you're doing a special, and then the frame or two before you input the attack button to finish the special input, you're going to do a roll. CvS2 on console, well, at least this version, you have to turn it on. You have to turn the original mode on instead of EO. All these should be set to EO. But if you have hitbox display on, it actually makes it pretty easy to tell if you do the roll cancel, because those blue boxes on the character are your hurt boxes. And if you see them disappear like that, right, so that blue tint is gone, it means that I was invincible, which is basically what roll cancel does. You're canceling a roll into a special move, and you get some of that roll's invincibility. So I think it's easiest to do with Ken with a fireball. And you basically, the way you got to do it is, you want to hit that light punch and light kick at the diagonal, usually. You can, if you're really fast, you could do it on the down, but usually you want to do it on the diagonal. And the reason is, if you do core circle forward and light punch and light kick, it'll just give you a fireball. So you won't get the roll cancel. So the way I like to do this is I'll use I'll use my thumb and my pointer finger to input the roll. And then I'll use my ring finger to hit medium punch or my pinky to hit heavy punch. Now, this isn't perfect. I guess I should talk about roll, but we can do that next. Nice. So this isn't a perfect footsies tool, but if you think about how a fireball is normally useful when you're just out of range of pokes, so you can shut a poke down, this lets you do a fireball in range of pokes. So it makes it much stronger, right? Because you essentially can't be hit out of the startup of the fireball, so you'll snipe a lot of their pokes. However, there's still, like if we're roll canceling a fireball, there's still plenty of recovery on it, right? So they can jump and kick you in the face or whatever. There we go. Yeah, like I still get my hurt boxes back for the extension once the fireball is out. So it really just gets you through startup. But it is a handy tool. Also, roll cancel funky kick is pretty good. I see a lot of good Ken players do roll cancel light funky kick. I have a really hard time with that because the light kick overlaps with the roll input. So what I do instead is I'll just roll cancel the medium funky kick instead. Yeah, it's just hard, right? Because you have to let go of light punch, but not light kick. Or, yeah, light kick, but not light punch, yeah. But yeah, I'll just roll cancel the medium, and it's also pretty good. It's got some nice horizontal range to it. It's definitely harder, but the nice thing about this is it's a faster move. So if you're looking for a poke, you can roll cancel. It's pretty good. Which, by the way, I realized I talked about roll cancel without talking about roll. So this is roll. You get light punch and light kick. Man, footsies were so hard for me to understand when I learned how to play this game because I learned how to play this game before I learned how to play other fighting games. And so I was like, what are footsies? That's just when you roll in and throw them or DP. And it's specific to this game because roll moves fast and you're supposed to beat it by throwing. But throws are kind of slow and kind of short in this game. So it's very easy to roll and just go through whatever it is they're trying to use to punish you, right? Even if they see it coming, it's not always the easiest. And so you can roll up to someone and throw them, or you can roll and DP their attempt, or even roll super. That's going to be clutch later on, right? And if they weren't on point with their roll punish, you just got in for free and you got to do some bullshit, right? Because roll is good in this game, you can kind of think of it similar to the way we were playing with short hop in K Groove Day, where it's like, oh, we're playing footsies, we're going back and forth. Ah, you didn't see this one coming, right? You kind of test someone's ability to pay attention to roll. If you can roll on someone for free, why play footsies with them? If they haven't demonstrated that they are able to punish your rolls, then you can just kind of keep on going wild with it. But once they do demonstrate that they're able to check your rolls, then you need to be able to punish. Or then you need to be able to play footsies so that you can get them paying attention to other things, and then maybe you do a roll. Yeah, basically. But it's faster is the thing, right? A jump in, like most Street Fighter jumps take like 40 frames or so, I think, at least, right? Rolls are usually done, I think, closer to like 30-ish, right? And because I'm invulnerable, like if they're sticking out an attack, but they're too early or too late, I just go right through them, and then I can throw or I can DP or whatever. So it is basically like an extra footsies tool that's very strong. But because it's strong, players who play these games a lot get used to beating the shit out of you for rolling too much. So it's a really solid scrub killer strat, honestly. Like you can go online and just roll and roll and roll. You'll probably get like pretty high up in ranks because it takes a while to beat it. Cool. So any questions on Ken or C group so far? Not really. So you can use it to go under stuff sometimes. Like he does low profile. What's up? It does. So if you're playing, yeah, the problem is that it takes so long that you don't really get good advantage afterwards. It is somewhat useful. Yeah, it's somewhat useful if you play him in a groove with no roll. But the problem is that his best grooves are roll grooves. So usually you're just going to have a regular roll, you can do it. Yep. Okay, he does have a stupid overhead on the backwards DP and kick. This works a lot more than you think it does, but it's not a well that I would go to very often. That's a good question. I think if you space it right, probably not. Yeah. Let's see. Do throws catch rolls while they're still in the animation? Yes. So rolls are strike invuln, but you can throw them during the roll. You don't have to wait until they're out. If you want to hit them, though, you have to hit them when they're exiting the roll. It depends on the character. Yeah. Roll distance and length are character specific. So like I think Iori has one of the fastest and shortest rolls in the game, Athena also, and then like Cammy's takes for fucking ever. I would usually recommend like time it with a medium, like a medium kick or something, because you want something that's a little bit more active. So if I do that, yeah, I'll just demonstrate like punishing a roll real quick. So here, Like, yay, I can throw them. Or I can, that hopefully was a combo into super. But if I'm a little too close, my throw wins, right? And then I probably just ate a super or something. So it's also, punishing rolls is definitely a spacing thing as well, right? Like, if we're at footsie's range, then it's easy, or easier, right? But if people are rolling like right up point blank, it can be a little bit harder. Because I might start my throw and then I don't turn around in time or whatever. Yeah. And because there isn't that much, like, there isn't that much time between when the animation looks like it's going to end and when they can actually do something. A lot of times it'd be like, haha, I got you, but then they already did a super or dragon. But like, it ends earlier than you think it will a lot of the time.
Is there any reason to do roll cancel roll?
I don't think you can, actually. Yeah. Oh, RC like special roll? Like, no. Yeah. Yeah, I guess we could go a little further with it, but it's so slow is the thing that you're not really using it. Yeah. Did I set it to block? Let's see. Yeah, Ken has some other stuff, but that's the basics of what you'll be doing with him. All right, let's swap off to, in terms of team composition, you can put Ken anywhere, but a lot of his game plan is based around hitting that short super. So you usually want him to have meter, because if he doesn't have meter, he's not really, like, none of his shit is a threat until he gets meter. So I'll usually put him second or third, depending on who else is on my team. That said, he's also a perfectly fine meter builder. You just have to get used to the fact that the first, like, half of the round, you're not going to have much threat unless they really fuck something up. That said, like, he can do damage with his footsies, he can do damage with dragon punches. It's not like he needs to do the combo to do damage. It's just that having that combo available opens up the opportunity for him to do the damage. So he's perfectly fine up front. Next character we're going to try out is Chun-Li. She's one of the only characters to get original sprite work done for this game.
Ready?
I think it was supposed to be like something of an adaptation of her Third Strike art. But it's obviously it's not quite Third Strike, and she actually has a lot of tools you will almost never use. So like, she has a classic head stomp. There are almost no reasons to use this, right? That's jumping down medium kick. She has the down forward, down forward heavy kick cross up. You're probably not going to use this very often. Let's see. She has a command forward medium kick, this like walk up kick. I don't think I've ever seen anyone use it in my life. I have to remember that it did happen. 90% of what Chun is going to be doing, or the things that make her good, are one, the standing medium punch is one of the best pokes in the game. And if you look at those hitboxes and hurt boxes, all that from her elbow on is extended hitbox. Yeah, basically. Her crouching medium punch is also very strong and very fast. It low profiles a ton of stuff. If you look at how low she goes, she can actually anti-air with this, because if someone jumps in on her and she gets underneath them, she'll hit them out of landing recovery. So you can anti-air with this sometimes. You can also anti-air or poke with her crouching heavy kick, which is pretty strong. Again, good hitbox here, even though it's not quite so extended. And her jab, her crouching jab is like +6, which is, for CvS2, it's good. She's not the only one with +6 normal. But so a lot of her stuff looks like crouching jab, and then if they blocked, I'll go like standing medium punch into half circle forward medium punch for a Kikoken. So her walk speed is strong. She's got her medium punch is an amazing poke. It's funny because you aren't actually using her kick buttons a lot with her. So like in Third Strike, crouching medium kick is very strong. In this game, it's okay. But her crouching medium punch is so strong that you're mostly just going to be using that instead. Yes. Crouching medium punch is a low. It's also 6 frame startup. Or not 6. I think it's 4? Something like that. Yeah. Her crouching jab it also is like it's really fast, really good advantage, but also really good range if you look at it. She also has her big ass floaty jump as usual and her wall jump. So if you are against the edge of the screen and press what is it up? Is it just up?
Forward.
Up forward, yeah. Then you can hop over. Most of what you're doing in the air with her is her jumping leg kick, because you can see how long and how generous this hitbox is. It's extremely hard to anti-air her, and because it crosses up so much, like she can kind of super jump at you and hit you from almost anywhere on screen. Pretty hard to anti-air, especially with buttons, and the range and the height means that she'll often go over DPs as well. However, in terms of meterless combos, she doesn't have much. You could do like a close heavy punch into heavy punch Kikoken or something. But 90% of the damage that you're doing with her is going to come either from like footsies, pokes, throws, or her B&B, which is crouch light punch, crouch medium punch into kick super, double course forward kicks. Since we're in C groove, you can do the level 2, and then before she launches you, you can do the level 1, and it'll give you really good damage. So it looks like this. When she launches you in the air on that last one, you can super jump cancel into a jump forward and then do more from there. Usually heavy punch is the go-to, though I think you can. So you can get heavy kick. The problem is that, and I just learned this recently, if you look at the launch arcs for the level 1 and 2, it's a lot harder to hit heavy kick. Yeah, see that? If you do level 3, she launches you all the fucking way up there, and you get all the time in the world to hit the jump heavy kick, which is 2 hits. It does not knock them down, but you land first, so you can cross under and threaten with the left-right afterwards, like this. Like you can walk under, bam. But if I do it just like a level 1, it's much harder to hit that jump heavy kick. So I usually just go for heavy punch instead. It's worth taking a second to see how much fucking damage she does off her supers. The kick super is one of the most high damage supers in the game. Even the level 1, if you look at it, like most characters do not have level 1s that are worth going for. Chun right here is doing almost 5k. Like 5k is what like a P groove level 3 gets you sometimes, right? So unlike other characters that might sit on meter until they get a level 2, if you're hitting them with Chun level 1s, fucking go for it. It's usually worth it. You don't need to spend meter with her, or you don't need to save meter with her. The thing is, though, is that pretty much all her damage is coming off of this combo, right? So your ability to do damage with Chun-Li is directly connected to your ability to do light punch, medium punch. It's like, I think it's like a 2 or 3 frame length. I want to say 3. So it's like it's just hard enough that you will miss this all the time, but it's also just easy enough that you will think you should hit this all the time. Yeah. So this is a character, and I think of Chun as like, she's the quintessential CvS2 character to me, because so much of her threat is based off of your ability to do this combo reliably. If you have it, she's one of the most dangerous, meter-efficient characters in the game. And if you don't have it, then you just waste your meter and die. There is also, like, if you kind of want to sweat a little more, there is an extension to this combo, because level 2s you can cancel into specials or other supers. If you do her lightning legs, heavy kick, so that's 5 kick inputs, where the last one is a heavy kick, you're +6. And so what you can do is you can do the kick super, let's see if I can get that lightning leg. There we go. You can do that, end it with a lightning legs, and then if you're good, you can link another crouch medium punch into level 1 super. Again, it's extra juice. I don't think it's worth it unless you're unless Chun-Li's your character and you want it. But it's there if you want to try it out. RC legs is good. It's actually so like she doesn't really have good wake up tools. This super, the kick super, is actually interesting because she goes forward so fast that you can actually, like, even the level 1 version can go through fireballs sometimes without RC or anything. But realistically, she doesn't have great wake ups unless you can RC legs. Then it's good because not only is it invincible, but if they didn't cross you up or anything and they get hit, you might be able to link that into a super. That's not bad. Oh, I will also point out spinning bird kick, mostly useless unless you're playing against a big dude, because big dudes cannot crouch under this. So spinning bird kick, let's see. Actually, can Ken? I think Ken can probably crouch it. Let's see. Yeah. So against like Sagat, I think Bison, Rugal, Blanca, spinning bird kick is actually really good. Even though it's minus on block, it's generally not punishable, and it does a shit ton of guard damage. So you could do like a block string. Let's see, I'll get Ken to stand up for this one. And so you could do like a block string and a spinning bird kick, and then RC another spinning bird kick if they try to punish. And if they don't try to punish, do another block string and a spinning bird kick. Okay, now their guard's crushed, and I can just go for my free super. Which, oh yeah, it's worth pointing out, this kick super also does a bunch of guard crush. So if you find yourself in situations where you're not sure if you can hit the combo, but they're low on guard meter, you can just throw it out there and you'll probably get something out of it. So yeah, neutral for Chun is going to be a lot of walking back and forward, anti-airing with crouch heavy kick or crouch medium punch, depending on the spacing. She does have an air throw you can anti-air with as well, but it's a little bit harder. But a lot of what you're doing is like beating up their guard meter with this stuff, and then maybe they roll or maybe you anti-air them or whatever, but you get the opportunity to do a B&B. And if you do it, then you fuck them up, and if you drop it, then you deserve to lose. That's basically how this character works. She's very strict, but for the execution monster, she's a lot of fun. She does have her Kikosho. This is okay as a wake-up tool, but it's generally, if you're using this, you'd rather use the meter on her other shit. Oh, there is one thing that makes her super combo a little bit easier. And this is mostly useful for like a DP punish or when they like, if you find yourself in a situation where they have made a critical mistake and left themselves open, but you don't want to risk doing the B&B, her close medium punch is super cancelable, and it's a 2-hit slap. So you can walk up to them, and then you have all the time in the world to see that coming and then hit the super.
But you wouldn't want to do it on the block.
What do you mean?
You wouldn't want to do that move like the blocks.
I don't think so. You're usually too far. Like, you have to be like right up in there, right? Probably, yeah. Maybe, yeah, this might be like a Sagat can't duck it or something. No, actually, I think Sagat might be able to duck that. It looks like a high, yeah. I'm gonna grab some water real quick. Hey, Citrix, thanks for the raid. What were you streaming? Oh, what, like crouching heavy punch into the spinning bird? Oh, sure. Any Chun questions? Sweet. Turnout is low. Citrix was asking how the turnout is. Lydia pulled up to give us some cinnamon rolls and then dip. That was thoughtful. All right, last one we're gonna try is Yamazaki. I think Chun is very hard to pick up because she lives or dies based on whether you can hit that combo.
Ready?
All right. So you can play Yamazaki in a bunch of different grooves, but I think C groove is a really good one to show him in, and I'll explain why in a little bit. 90% of what you're going to be doing with Yamazaki is stand heavy kick or his core circle back snake strike, back and punch. So you have medium, which is the longest range one, but is crouchable. You have heavy, which is a low. And then you have light, which is an anti-air, but it's honestly not that good. You're not going to use it that much. Yamazaki's stand heavy kick basically defines a lot of his neutral. This thing is fast. There's a real good extension on that hitbox. Recovery isn't that big for something this big on screen and this effective. This beats the shit out of people, man. This button alone, like, Yamazaki has a good matchup against the Shotos in this game, and it's entirely because of stand roundhouse. It's not an easy button to whiff punish. He doesn't leave out hitboxes or hurt boxes for very long, so it's pretty hard to whiff punish. It's fast. It means that people often have to roll or short hop to get past this, but Yamazaki will usually recover from this in time to punish a roll unless they guess, basically, unless they read that he's going to do it. And this attack will often beat short hops, so it's extremely good. And the nice thing is that if you're hovering it around the range that heavy kick is good at, right? So if I'm fighting at the tip of heavy kick range, on hit or block, that puts him in range for medium snake strike. So a lot of what you're going to do with this character is just walk around back and forth, hit heavy kick, and then go for medium snake strike. And then if they start crouching it or they start dealing with it a little bit, maybe walk forward, do another heavy kick, or do a low snake strike. This character has a couple combos, but there's basically one that you want to do, and it's light punch, core circle back kick into core circle back medium punch or heavy punch. Oops. Do it right. Let's see. There we go. So you get some decent damage off of it. Obviously, there's no knockdown, but it's nice because you can get it off a light confirm. No, this is not fight cave. You're on the collection. I like it. Collection's good. But it's a nice little B&B off a light starter, so it's good for either stopping people up close, maybe you caught someone out of a roll. It's also good for block pressure. So you can do it on hit or block. Oop. Oh, I'm missing it. There we go. But the main thing about this combo is that it pushes them out, which is where you want them. So all Yamazaki's really trying to, I should also mention his crouching sweep is pretty good. You can catch people with this a lot. You'll mostly be anti-airing with his crouching heavy punch. It's not great, but it's good enough. Yeah, just kind of get off me. You can Anti-air withstand medium punch too, but it's a little bit trickier. I would not generally recommend going for the snake strike, the light punch snake strike. Oh, also, much like Mistfinder, you can hold snake strike, and then you can cancel it with light kick. So you cannot switch the height of snake strike. You're committed to whatever one you did. But you can choose to bail, right? If you get people accustomed to looking for that snake strike and committing, like I said, oh, maybe they're trying to roll, oh, I can hold it and then hit them. Or if I don't feel like committing, then I can just bail. If you get a punish opportunity, by the way, instead of doing the light punch version, the light punch, dust kick, you probably want to do stand heavy punch into cortical back heavy kick. You get a little more damage off this one. But that's basically it for the BMB. If you hit them, you're going to be going into some string, into sand kick, into snake strike. He does have some other special moves which are kind of wonky. This like weird stab you twice with the knife thing is not that good. But I see it used in block strings sometimes. He has an overhead if you do DP with kick. This gives you a knockdown, which is kind of nice. He has a command grab, half circle back forward punch. He grabs you and explodes you with a headbutt. The range is okay, but I mostly use this if I'm like jumping in with like a high light kick or high medium kick. Using this as a tick throw isn't bad. You can mix it up with that. But Yamazaki's not going to be jumping and moving forward a lot. He's mostly, or if he is, it's just going to be like this, right? Oh, also got a taunt. This is a counter. So the full body counter. If you hit him all this, he'll go into his like that weird, pink uppercut thingy. And then half circle or quarter circle forward punch is a fireball reflector. If you, he'll throw it back at you. I think if it's what, heavy punch is the version? Yeah. Light punch and medium punch, he'll just consume it and gain some super meter. It's fine. It's a nice to have, just a little extra layer if they start trying to throw projectiles because you're having a lot of success with this. Also, like if I have to deal with RC Fireball, and if they're RC Fireballing through this, I can instead choose to use a reflector or whatever. But yeah, again, simple character. Most of what you're going to be doing is just fishing for heavy kick into snake strike, waiting for them to get back into range, and then do another heavy kick. And if they get super close, then it's just light punches into the dust kick and the snake strike. However, his supers are kind of weird because you'll notice with the other two characters, we were focused on level 2 or level 2 combo into super. Yamazaki's combos into super suck. Like, so he has two supers. One is the double core circle forward punch, the anti-air. Grabs you, drags you across the floor, and then I think we can extend this. I think it's like a, yeah, you can add a snake strike at the end there. I think you might be able to get dust kick in the snake strike and beat a level 2. I don't know if it's any good. That's okay. Like, just the snake strike isn't bad. But if I try and combo into this, I'm like, oops. Like, that didn't combo, and that was off 2 light punches at point blank. Basically, I think your routes for comboing into this are usually just like a point blank crouch medium kick. You're not going to get that with Yamazaki very often. So this is good as a reaction anti-air, or as a possible wake up, right? If they're jumping in or something like that. Because it does good damage, but you're not going to combo into it. His other super is a double half circle back and punch. Come on. Now, there we go. This is the command grab that you have to match. And the more you mash, the further down his hands will go. The most damaging version. Come on. Let me see if I can actually do a double half circle. There we go. So the most damaging version, he got both hands out and he does a bunch of snake strikes. Any other version will do different animations. It doesn't do as much damage. Oh. A reminder that when you're mashing this, if you do a level 2, you could accidentally get a special cancel. So you don't want to do any directional inputs at all. You just want to mash with your attack button. So this, obviously it's nice to have a command grab super, but range on this is not great. Like earlier, I will set this up with like a jump light kick or something. But it's pretty hard to land outside of like, you know, a couple easy tick situations. And even then, it's like, it's not a guarantee, right? They might be able to jump out or something. So why is he good in C groove? Well, you can roll at someone and do your command grab super. And if they didn't fuck up the punish, you get your command grab, right? Roll super is, unfortunately, pretty strong in this game. It's hard to deal with. If you think they're gonna jump because you did the roll command grab last time, then you can catch them out of the jump with roll into the anti-air super, and it's the same shit. Roll super is one of those things that honestly probably shouldn't be as good as it is in this game, but even though this is largely considered a pretty scrubby technique, it works against everyone. I've seen the best players of this game get hit by all kinds of fucking roll super. So it's definitely, if you're gonna play C groove, being willing to roll super is definitely worth it. It's a threat you kind of have to represent. And because roll is not that easy to punish, you'll get away with it more often than not. I won't say more often than not, but it's a good test, right? It's good to just throw on there. Again, especially because if you spend 90% of the match playing honest footsies and poking or whatever, they're never going to see that roll super into the grab coming. Oh yeah, I think you can do a level 2 grab. Into the level 1, yeah. That's pretty good. That's some good damage. That's 7,300. It's not bad. Yeah. I mean, there's shit like, God, what is it? Well, so there are some specific bugs that I want to say it's like Dan and Relento. There's a frame where you can throw them, you can knock them down, and then OTG them with custom combos. It's very specific things that will only hit them. So technically, it's probably that, because like you can do some shit and then Iori Scumgale them into a combo or something, and it combos. It's like it still registers on the meter. But also, like Iori has like a groove chip custom. It just does DP over and over and over and over and over. And what you can do is like do that until the guard bar is about to run down. Get him with a grab, do a B&B, meaty them with a fireball that guard crushes, and then you get another B&B. And that does rely on a grab. But in terms of like single grab damage, it's probably deep. Yeah. So yeah, that's Yamazaki. I'd say he's a pretty easy character to play, at least to get started with. The only thing is that sometimes you'll find characters where you're just like, I don't know what to fucking do, right? Like, when the game plan's good, it's real good. And it's easiest to see this when you're playing against a Shoto because they're just constantly walking forward and getting kicked in the face and like, what am I supposed to do here? But then you'll play this character against characters who have a better time. Actually, I think Chun does well against Yamazaki. And then you're like, what am I supposed to do here? And it's tough. But I think he's a good representative for C groove, in part because roll super is like really strong with him. And yeah, honestly, that's basically it. I needed someone to show you the power of roll super, and I think it's Yamazaki and C groove. Any questions on Yama? Oh, as far as team position, he can go anywhere. Boss plays him in A groove, and he plays him as a battery, as a meter builder in the first position. But the thing about A groove with him is that he gets a lot of options opened up that he doesn't have in C groove. So I like him as an R2 because, and I'll usually put him at the end because he's just a very stable footsies character. There isn't much that you can really fuck up with him. But when you get matches, I don't like playing him in the matchups where he's not that strong. So if I really want to play Yamazaki, I'll just play him. I'll just try and like pick off. Like he's so good against protagonist characters, right? Ken, Ryu, I mean, any of the shows, but also like Rock, Terry, Rio, like any fireball DP character, except for Sagat. I think he's good against Sagat, but he's not like really good against Sagat. It's probably like even is my guess. But against anyone who's shorter and throws fireballs, he's just gonna kick him in the face for days. It's great. He's a real bully of a character. Hey, what up, Noah? Thanks for coming through.
I've been liking this point because of that.
Yeah.
The people I fight that don't know how to deal with it, really don't know how to deal with it, and then I get a nice little lead at the start,
Yep.
and I can play really well.
Yeah. That's one of the nice things about well, I won't say it's a nice thing, but one of the things about CvS2 is learning how to play the clock is really important. So if you have a character that you feel really confident that you can get a lead in, and then you have a second character that you're like, I really want to play this character when they have a life lead, and the first character sets that up, you can absolutely do that, right? It's why I would often put Nakaruru like first if I play her, is because I'm like, I'm confident that you're not going to punish the first healing level 3. And so if I feel like I can basically get the first character and still have like half my bar left, you're going to be so annoyed that you have to go in on Nakaruru in the second character that I might be able to really get a run in. All right. Well, thank you for coming to Seeger's class. I think since we have, I would love to see the 3 of y'all playing games and just like rotating in like winner stays best of ones. If you want to run it on the stream setup, feel free so they can watch. No, do whatever you want. Yeah. I would say practice the team if you feel like it's something you want to do, but the goal of this session is really just to make sure you understand what is good about this. And I got the oven heating up, so probably in like an hour I'll put the pizza on. Oh, hell yeah. Peace. Oh yeah? Who's your new net play buddy? Oh wait, is this the... Yeah.
But he pings me like on Steam randomly.
Nice. That's great. Yeah, I get Nerd Josh and Onikage, which is the local Josh, hitting me up for CvS2 every now and then. I made it to Diamond on random, and then I was like, I think I should be playing my actual team to prep for Evo. Yeah. But what I end up doing, unless they're like actually strong, is I'll just pick Geese and then random 2 other characters.
Live and let die. Fight!
Yeah. Yeah, probably is.
Oh wow. These are Jose's, but
Yeah. Who plays to the right 6, man? Fucking animals.
This is gonna be a match to remember. Fight! Wow, they came out with a sneaky approach at the start of the round. This battle is about to explode. Fight! Wow, they came out with a sneaky attack at the start of the round.
Both of those spinning bird kicks would have whiffed if you just sit on the ground. Yeah.
This battle is about to explode. Fight!
Hey, nice. All right. So whenever you finish them in the corner like that, it's a rule that you want to keep hitting the button. Yeah. Just let them know. You could have gotten more damage off that.
There's no way I was on.
I mean, after the KO. Basically, like, you won't go into the like round wind taunt animation until you're done doing a thing.
Oh. Looks like dragon stuff.
Yeah. So. Oop. Whoop. Wanna get in there? Okay. So yeah, as long as you don't let the move fully recover, you can't walk because it'll end it. But if you're doing like stand heavy punches after the rounds is over, you get to just you can delay it so you can just use your whole meter.
Live and let die. Fight! This is gonna be a match to remember. Fight! This battle is about to explode. Fight! This is gonna be a match to remember. Fight!
Are you trying to roll cancel those?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Go for broke. Fight!
The thing that sucks about N-Groove is it doesn't have reliable access to damage the way C-Groove does, right? So if you think about like what makes the K, A, and C the best, it's like, well, A-Groove has reliable access to damage, and that damage is extremely versatile because it's custom combos, right? So you play characters with good custom, you're good. K-Groove doesn't have reliable access to damage, but it gets a lot of them. So even though you can't sit on the meter, you'll have it often enough that it's not like that big a deal. N-Groove, because you have to pop the stock, you telegraph when you want to do damage. And so it's much easier, like a C or A groove player could just run away, build meter while they wait for the stock to expire, and then you wasted your meter, you got nothing. So it's a lot harder for N groove to get reliable access to level 3s. So characters with really good level 1s, or characters that don't need supers to do a lot of damage, tend to do better. Or like, yeah, so like Bucktooth was the NorCal N-Groove team. He played, it's like Morgan, Iori, Hibiki, I forget in what order. But it's like, all those characters, if you're winning with that character, you don't necessarily need to be doing supers, but he also just had real good, at least, I don't remember what it was for Hibiki, but at least for Iori and Morgan, his combos into super were so on point that he could reliably overcome the kind of built-in N-Groove disadvantage. But yeah, so like, N-Groove is okay. I like Chun in N-Groove because she does just fine with level 1 supers, so it's like she doesn't need to pop the stock. But it's like the Hanfu, one of the he's a detective or whatever. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Chun's the strongest woman in the world. He can't protect me. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. 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 What up? Yeah, there's a. If you pick Kyo and Benimaru on opposite teams, then Gora will come out and watch in the background. Ooh. Yeah, I will say, like, when I'm playing K Groove, I hate playing against C about as much as I hate playing against A. And it's mostly because they get to run away and build meter and I don't. I mean, I don't mind fighting. Yeah, I guess actually that's true. I don't mind beating up an N Groove. Yeah, but in bracket, if it's not like a really strong A player that's taking me out, it's probably a P Groove player. Like VDO fucks my shit up. I've run into in the bracket him or Roniku. Like I've run into them both in bracket at least like 3-4 times, and each time just like I don't know how to play against this shit. So with Sakura in this match, against any big character, going into her Tatsu is good for pressure. Because there's a lot of guard crush, and she, yeah, heavy or medium, either one is fine. But you can generally keep pressuring afterwards with like light punch. Woo! Aw. More catching heavy punch. You want it? the air, I forget what it's called, but that like the dive punch is the crutch. You have to be willing to just stand there, crouch heavy punch, throw a couple fireballs, like you had him in the corner and then you super jumped back and then did the, and it's like you really, Rugal is a footsies character in this game. What's up?
This is gonna be a match to remember. Fight!
Yeah, jump light kick is a good cross up, and then you can do like lights in the core circle forward punch. Yeah, that one's good too. Yep, there you go. And also, I think throwing the bird, I want to say, is core circle back and heavy punch. Something like that, maybe half circle, I forget. And then crouch heavy punch is good anti-air. Yeah, doing damage with her is hard, but getting hit is easy.
This battle is about to explode. Fight!
This is RC that is nice.
Live and let die. Fight! You can feel the calm before the storm as the round begins.
Yeah. There's very little landing recovery on special.
This is gonna be a match to remember. Fight! Wow, they came out with the combination attack.
That roll into Tiger Raid is really good too.
Go for broke. Fight!
Hell yeah. Ah, truly the finest of CvS2 footsies, roll into roll. That was excellent.
Try again, Chief.
That was good though. Yeah, and that's the nice thing about Sagat and C Groove is you get that level 2 super, you use it, you still have a meter left, you're gonna get another level 2 later that round. Yeah, that's Boom Cube. That's the dude who gave us the PS5. Yeah.
Live and let die. Fight. This is gonna be a match to remember. Fight! Wow, they came out with a live attack at the start of the This battle is about to explode. Fight!
So like, mid-air activation is as good as his ability to anti-air. If he's not anti-airing you, there's no fucking point in doing it. Just jump in, B+, activate after that. Yeah, that is the downside to jumping in with light kick, is that it is a light button, so if you hit it super high on someone, you might have to tech a throw or something afterwards.
Go for broke. Fight. Some may say that it was luck that helped this team to advance. The Millionaire Fighting 2001. What an incredible cast of warriors has gathered here. However, only one team This battle is about to explode. Fight! They came out with a sneaky surprise attack. Live and let die. Fight! This battle is about to explode. Fight! This is gonna be a match to remember. Fight! Just look at the expressions of their faces. You can see this battle is about to explode. Fight!
the guard cancel roll is not as good as any group players ever want it to be. It's like not bad, but I would say it's about equal value to an alpha counter. And a lot of people want it to be like, oh, I get a combo after this. It's usually not that.
About to explode. Fight. Live and let die. Fight!
First crosser.
This battle is about to explode. Fight! This is gonna be a match to remember. Fight! Try again. Go for broke. Fight! Wow, they came out with a sneaky surprise attack at the start of the Just look at the expressions on their faces. You can This battle is about to explode. Fight!
probably would have guard crushed anyway.
This battle is about to explode.
Yeah, probably.
Try again. This is gonna be a match to remember. Fight!
Oh no.
Hey, who allowed them to join this tournament? Either way. This battle is about to explode. Fight! Wow, they came out with a sneaky surprise attack at the start of the round. Live and let die. Fight! This battle is about to explode. Fight! Wow, they came out with a sneaky surprise attack at the start of the round. Of the combination attack. What, do you like to go? Try again. This is gonna be a match to remember. Fight! You can feel the calm before the storm.
Yeah, it's hard to anti-air.
Some may say that it was
Scott also weirdly has something of a hard time anti-airing. Like, because he's so tall, he has to do it early. So like, It depends. It depends on the situation. Like the main problem is that often when you want a DP, you'll get kicked in the head during doing the DP input. Like with K-Groove, I will often choose adjusted bench over going for an actual anti-air. In C-Groove, I think people usually want to threaten like anti-air super. In N, I have no idea. The rare unwanted taco. Does Rock Howard have DP break in this game? No. I'm pretty sure that isn't that he doesn't even have that in Garo, right? Just City of the Wolves? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, he has like a break thing off one of his deadly rated options, but I've never used it.
Live and let die. Fight! Try again. This battle is about to explode. Fight! Came out with easy operation. Some may say that it was luck that helped this team to advance. Live and let die. Fight! This is gonna be a match to remember. Fight! Well, they came out with a big surprise attack at the start of the match.
Yeah, Sagat close heavy punch is like weirdly bad.
I wanted
Yeah, good, but I was too close. Yeah. 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 What else we got? Harry's good. You sticking around for pizza? Yeah.
I love these characters. My favorite thing is
This is gonna be a match to remember. Fight!
He's not good. Like, it doesn't stop people from playing him, but I think Rock is just better. Yeah, Buster Wolf is good. It's like the thing that kind of holds Terry back in this game is that his only good combo off lights is Buster Wolf. He just like light Buster Wolf into burn knuckle. It's like not bad, but he doesn't really have like his meterless B&B is kick. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess the hard part, like learning how to do Terry shit is not the hard part. The hard part is landing Terry shit. But like, he's not awful. Like King just doesn't work. King is just bad. Like there's kind of no reason to play King. Terry has reasons to play him. It's just that his tool set is not strong. But he's fun. I mean, I think Athena is still my favorite mid-tier. Or Knack.
This is gonna be a match to remember. Fight!
I will say a lot of the characters that I think Japan considers high tier, the US players consider like mid to low, and it's just because Japan's really good at this game. Like I would say like Rock is a good example of like a character that I think Japan probably thinks is like upper mid to high, and Americans are basically like, if you're not playing a top tier, why bother playing this game? Like, yeah. Yeah, I think everyone in this game needs a good button. If you don't have a good button, you're going to be struggling. What time is it? All right, I'll check on the oven after this.
This is gonna be a match to remember. Fight!
You played yourself there.
I can't get that fucking combo anymore, right?
It is weirdly hard in this game, man.
I mean, I got there just like before today, actually, right?
Yep.
This battle is about to explode. Fight!
No. What?
Does roll have startup?
I don't think so. Roll.
This is gonna be a match to remember. Fight! Try again. This is gonna be a match to remember. Fight!
Yep. Yeah. Neutral or pressure when you don't realize or you're not used to doing light kick pressure is suffering, man. Like tall Sagat does great against tall dudes and has a much harder. Mai and Chun both kind of beat him up a little bit. Anyway, GG's, man. I'm gonna check on the other. Yep. Oh yeah. All right, I'll be right back. All right, y'all. We'll leave the stream on in case people want to run casuals, but that's it for the class. Thanks all for coming. This kind of shit's fun. I think we'll probably do A groove next in like, well, I don't know. It's gonna be a little bit tough to plan this, but I'll figure something out. But yeah, we'll be chilling with games. Thanks for coming. Peace out.